What's going on, everybody? This is Ken Price. I got another hit for you, whatever the case may be. I want to elaborate on the unforgettableness. You're unforgettable. The you're not special. There's a clip that's going around. Many people has looked at it. It's the Britney and Fresh Fit. I'm gonna give you a little bit of context on me, where I stance on that. Not where I guess is it where I stance on that, or is it where I guess what I watched. I watched both. I've been in the mix a little bit, and from what I've seen, it was like I stopped watching it after so long because it was toxic to my brain. And if you got a question about why is it toxic to my brain, is the fact that I not afraid to admit this channel is where I struggle with women to a perspective, because I'm not about to be begging, or I'm not about to play mind games to get in, or wait until, or it's like a hammer and a nail. You hammer something until you finally nail it in. You got your foundation right. I'm not about to do that with humans. I'm not doing that. I'll do that with business. And let me change the humans. I'm not going to do that with something that is I'm supposed to love, if that makes sense. But I would do that with business and stuff like that. I don't really want to do that with nobody, but business, that's different things. The dog eat dog world, they say that's the rule, so I'm gonna play the rule right. But in this matter right here, where they're talking about girls and guys, there's always, I'm not gonna say always because y'all get triggered. Why y'all get triggered for? I gotta make another video. Why y'all get triggered by always? Y'all know I don't be mean. Y'all know these people don't be meaning always, or all men, or all women. But stay on subject. The side ranch right quick. Stay on subject. The whole key is there's been a war between man and woman, particularly black men and women, and your disagreements, but what I'm saying is the origin of this is black men and women. And I grew up in the war that nobody's seen. Now it's coming to fruition today that it is a war between black men and black women, or in that phase per se, right? Now with the Fresh and Fit thing, my thing is I'm trying to understand where you got stumped at. And this is not a drag, bro. Where did you get stumped at? What you created is what you stand on, no matter what. And this is why people keep rocking with you. No matter how many girls you kick out, you stand on that. And if you're gonna switch it, you slowly switch, and you let people know that this is what this is and this is how this is. But they do, but you guys don't stay around long enough to hear that. So that means the whole objective has to make change. So people eyes, the mind, you got to understand a trained mind. This is the reason why this page is here too. The trained mindset. You gotta, have you ever seen a bodybuilder work out? It's the same thing. Eat, sleep, and, as they would say, shit that whole product out. And that's why they get so big. So that's why I was saying about them, they got a whole stance on what they're saying. When she said you're not special, and then she turned around and say, you a bitch ass nigga, that does something for her. Well, yeah, of course that the whole reaction should have been, of course that does something for you, because what you're saying is condescending, and it shouldn't. What they don't have is, it shouldn't be like that. And the reason why we are going like this, because it is that. And that's why we give these ammunitions to people where you're not special neither. That's what that should have been. But I don't know why he ain't saying that. He got stumped. He was like, this is why I didn't want to come on your podcast, because your whole thing was like that. And they was just like, when you do that, you know how many guys in the world was in relationships when they start hearing, girls start flipping off of it. I think they were tired of talking about the same stuff over and over again. I think they burnt out. I think that's what it is. I honestly do. I honestly think that's what that is. I think they need a new thing to go on. They need it's integrity. I don't know. I can't come up with a different word for you. it has to be some kind of constructive criticism. And I also want to know. I just got to know how many people. I'm gonna do it. I might just do it. I might just do it on this thing. I'm gonna throw some money their way, and I'm gonna do their program, and I'm gonna see if I get a little bit stronger in the force that I have here. Like I gotta. Do you have anyone of y'all? If I can get this video around, I have a question. Do I have to consistently make videos on how many people has used these influencers? Now I've used Danica Marie Bell stuff. I got her books. That's legit. I'm trying to do 60 Guys, and these are women though, by the way. I'm trying to do 60 Guys. They're reasonable priced things, right? They are, and they're on your team, right? But have anybody got a chance to do Kevin Samuels thing? Have anybody got? I did the Lapeef people. I went with the Lapeef, Antoine. I did Antoine stuff, and his stuff is legit. That's a guy. You want to go the black guy? Yeah, he from my hood. What up, though, bro? Like, but have a lot? Like, are y'all here to better yourself, or are you here to just see women get stumped in the dirt? You're here to see the men get stumped in the dirt so you can feel better about yourself. I think that's the thing that Brittany we're talking about. Does it make it? But for her to talk about, that's what she's talking about, and then her living, and that's what that is. That's what Fresh and Fit is trying to defeat. The fact that that you condescend on people to make you feel better about yourself. That should have been the answer. I think that should have been the answer. That should have been the answer. That should have been it. That should have been the response. Because you used looking down on someone else, like period. Why you had to go for an NBA star? Because you made, right? You know that you should have just went right back to that. That's something. Not look at this motherfucker. The nerve of this girl. Look at this. You see that? You see that? Yeah, hey, you see that? You see that? Fresh? See that, bro? I keep telling this girl. No, you got to keep telling her. You have to keep telling her. But that's enough. I ain't about to bring this video on too long, man. I was confused. It made my heart drop. Literally, it made my heart drop to see him go. As a guy, you can't quit. I've been taught that. No matter what, soon you give up, you've lost. You can fight. Here's the thing: as a man, you can fight. You can fight. You can fight. You can fight for 10 years, 20 years for something, and be irrelevant for something only one time. And as soon as you lose it, this is the same thing you talk about. Strippers and the prostitutes. We forgot about Cherokee. What about Pinky? No? I'm not looking for her no more, right? I think I probably gave up too much ammunition. Look at the UFC championships. If we didn't have a Hall of Fame, we wouldn't know nothing about none of these people. You know, Michael Jordans and stuff like that. But in y'all defense, we still remember that Michael Jordan. We didn't forgot about that little girl over there who did this for like 20 years. Just give y'all something. Just give you food for thought. Just food for thought. Don't shoot the messenger. Just shoot the person that's watching. I'm here watching. All I'm doing is speaking on what I see. I see this. A lot of us ain't stupid. Ken Price outro.